know I like to remix things with a bit of spice. Brussels sprouts, not my thing. Mixed with a pakora, boom! That's where the magic happens. I love pakoras, but you know, when you take ingredients like onions and you take ingredients like Brussels sprouts, not everybody's favourite, when you put those together, oh my goodness, suddenly all of those flavours come alive. You know, they were like made to be together. Not only are they super simple, great with a beer, great with tea, in fact just great anytime. You know, I will kind of make these for party gatherings, little kind of tasters, little snacks, or even just as like a little starter, a little amuse-bouche for the rest of the evening. Now, I have a friend who is a celiac and she loves this recipe because there's no wheat gluten involved whatsoever. They are vegan, they're gluten free, all of those kind of good things that doesn't compromise on any of these flavors. So to our flour, some chili powder, some woody spice scents as well. That is just garam masala, and honestly it just warms your soul. That is a blend of lovely kind of woody spices, cloves, cinnamon, all of those kind of woody kind of top notes, and then in with a teaspoon cumin seeds. And we also want this kind of zingy freshness, so that when you bite into the pakoras, you're getting this hit of fresh ginger. And then finger green chilies. And that's kind of what gives us a lot of flavour and also a little bit of firepower. A little bit of salt for some seasoning. And then the thing that I love to add is black sesame seeds. So when this batter comes together and you see these little speckles of black sesame seeds, it just makes food look really pretty as well as taste wonderful as well. Now we've got to make our batter before we add anything else in. I'm just going to add some water incrementally because now we're going to just give that a little mix. And I'm not going to add all the water in one go because I want to see how that batter comes together. So what I've got is something that's a little bit too thick. So I'm just going to add a touch more. You know what? We could always add, can't take away. And the other thing to remember is when you add onions into the mix as well, onions, they also hold a lot of water, a lot of moisture. So always check the batter consistency before you fry them off. I know that sometimes people think that Indian food can be really, really tricky, or there's loads of ingredients and it's super complex. But look at this recipe. Everything in one bowl. Goes from a bowl into a pan, turning bland into grand in like the space of minutes. So I'm going to go in with some sliced onion. And then our Brussels sprouts. This is going to make such a wonderful Brussels sprout pakora mix. I mean, how do you amp up Christmas any more than doing this to your sprouts? We need some coriander. Now, I'm going to add just a touch more chickpea flour because the batter needs to be a little bit silkier. And that is essentially what we're looking for. It kind of unattractively falls off the spoon, but it's reluctant. Now I know I've got a really, really good batter mix because it's not just sliding off straight away. So, to our pan. Now I'm just using some vegetable oil. I'm not going to use anything like olive oil because it doesn't necessarily have the right smoke point. Means that when you're frying food at a really high temperature, you want an oil that's going to stand up to the job. So I'm just using some vegetable oil. You can use rapeseed oil or corn oil, something like that. What I'm going to do is just test it, just to see if we're, yes, that's it. That is the secret. So what we're seeing now is a little batter droplet just starting to fizz and cook. Now I know it's at the right temperature. So what I'm going to take it down to is like a medium high heat, because I don't want anything to burn. I want everything to be lovely and fluffy and crispy all the way through. I remember when I was a kid, there's a shot of me. I'm there at my uncle and aunt, my grandparents are there, and the table, I swear to you, is so laden with pakoras and samosas, the table is actually bowing. It's like Pakora Mountain. So I started to love these things at a very, very early age. And that is the best way to eat these things, with people, at a party. Look at that. These are pretty much done. So now I'm just going to drain them off on a little bit of kitchen paper. Now, Indian food. You cannot have Indian food without chutneys. So what I've done is I've done another mashup, you know, kind of east meets west. We're going to take cranberry sauce and mash it up with some mango chutney. I mean, it doesn't get any more South Asian than mango chutney, and it doesn't get any more Western than cranberry sauce when it comes to Christmas time. Let's try it. That's the taste of Christmas on a Goan beach. There's no better place to be. That is where this is going to send you. It's going to send you on some gorgeous, hot Christmas holidays, somewhere exotic. Now, the moment of truth. Look how good that looks. I've got to break it open. I'm going to do it with my teeth though. Oh, oh my word. So this is what you want. You want a pakora that's cooked all the way through. You've got those gorgeous strands of onion. You've got the pops of the Brussels sprout that's kind of coming through as well. And I can get all of that ginger. I'm getting the rolling heat of some chili as well. And then that background of that warm garam masala. Oh, the only thing is, I'm just wondering, maybe they're just too good to share.